Hello and good afternoon. My name is Emma Lutz, and I am running for the position of Vice President of Away Conferences. First and foremost, I would like to thank the people who nominated me. I am truly honored that you considered me a good candidate for this position. While my time in SAIDA just began this year, I have already found both a loving family and a motivating team among its members. SAIDA was the first collegiate club that I joined, and it quickly established itself as my home away from home while I'm here at Penn State. I am running for the position of Vice President of Away Conferences because away conferences have been some of the best memories I have here, and I want to make sure that everyone can share in this good experience. My qualifications are backed by a fresh passion that will lead SAIDA into a more competitive team and rejuvenate our delegations. Although my time in SAIDA has been short, I have had leadership roles leading up to now that have prepared me for this position. First, I was the head attorney for my high school mock trial team. This came with a lot of responsibilities, such as making sure that everything gets done on time, lots of meticulous planning and looking into details, and dealing with issues on the spot when they come up. This will help me both in planning and with any potential conflicts with away conferences. I was also the Vice President of Student Senate, which gave me lots of organizational skills and practice in planning events, coordinating everything from costs to dealing with attendees, in addition to soft skills that have shaped my character. Some of these are timeliness, being organized, motivation, and also having a strong passion. I've learned to thrive with strict deadlines, find the best course of any situation, and incorporate every detail into plans. These skills are directly transferable to this position, as I will need to make timely decisions and disseminate information to many groups at once. I also have experience both within SAIDA conferences and going on away conferences, like NCSIC and ANDMUN. Now I would like to share a few ways that I will improve SAIDA and our delegations by being in this position. My first and biggest focus will be on training. If elected, I will place the biggest emphasis on working with the training chair to prepare our delegates. The majority of interest in away conferences is coming from new members, meaning that they have less experience at competing at collegiate level MUN. While the previous training chair did an amazing job preparing our delegations, training sessions were frequently ill-attended and unstructured. There are a few modifications I want to make to our training system in order to fix this. The first is to get more people to attend. If we reach out individually to new members, they'll be more encouraged to come to these meetings. And additionally, we can also highlight that they must go to these trainings in order to go on away conferences. Additionally, I believe that we need a lot more structure to our trainings. It is important to keep in mind that trainings allow real learning and they're not just a fun time to hang out with friends. This is why I propose that we dedicate specific meetings ahead of time and advertise what will be covered in each one. This can be sent out in the weekly SAIDA email. So for example, we'll have specific trainings that focus on writing directives, on what a crisis arc is and how to build one, and on how to get people in committee to like you and sign your directive. I also want a large emphasis on the basics to be covered on the beginning of the fall and the spring semester. We can have this in a mini-series of a few-week trainings where we go over Parliamentary Pro and just making sure that any new members that join later in the semester know what's going on. And lastly, I believe that with increased training will come increased competitiveness. I believe our team is currently on an uphill trajectory for success. As I mentioned before, younger members are increasingly interested in going on away conferences, and we should utilize this to shape a truly competitive team. However, it is important to say that competitiveness is not perfectly equated to awards. My biggest goal is to provide a way for dedicated members to have fun and grow in their personal and professional lives. Our team is not at the point to create a set roster for away conferences, but we can improve our performance through my amendments to training and an emphasis on committing and dedicating yourself to going on these conferences. Now, for just a few logistics of what I will actually do in this position, I plan on attending around 5 conferences this year. I think this is a realistic amount given that many people signed up to go on multiple conferences or we just didn't get enough interest. And some of these conferences I want to keep VIX, NCSIC, and ANDMUN, and I also propose that we cut out NYU MUN, mostly because it was extremely expensive, it used too much of our budget, and it wasn't really worth it. My qualifications have prepared me for this position, but my passion is what will cause me to excel. Leading with these two attributes will allow me to improve our delegation as a whole and bring new life to away conferences. Thank you.